Alright guys, I'm back with my WWE Raw review, 43rd of the 11th, 2014. I thought this last episode of Raw was a really great show. I thought it was a great show this week. I thought the Randy Orton face turn at the end, I thought that was really cool how they did it. I like how, Randy Orton beat up the Authority and stuff. It kind of reminded me of like when Stone Cold turned face back in the Attitude Era. That's going to remind me of it. I thought that was a really good moment as well. I liked how Seth Rollins looked like a badass at the end, but he kind of looked weak in the middle though, like when he got out healed though, like, what the fuck, man. I liked Vince McMahon's return. I thought that was really good. So Raw was up this week with the Authority coming out. We see Vince, he comes out. Vince talks about Survivor Series. He talks about the WWE Network being free. He says that Survivor Series is going to be Team Authority versus Team Cena. I said last week, and he says whoever loses that match, if the Authority lose that match, that they're not in power anymore. And then after that, Stephanie and Triple H start freaking out and stuff. And then Dean Ambrose comes out, and him and Vince shake hands. And then the first match tonight is Ambrose versus Cesaro. Like I said, the match was really good. I thought this was a really great, solid opener. These two guys really got the crowd into it. Dean Ambrose and Cesaro did brought on the crowd for a bit. I don't know what they're doing with Cesaro. Like, Cesaro got a feud. Like, I think he's just in random matches all the time. Like, can we get this guy a feud and a match? Because Cesaro is just really boring for me at this point. I used to be a fan of Cesaro, a couple of years, like recently, but the last few months his character's been very stale. I don't know where the WWE are heading with Cesaro. They really need to the WWE should turn Cesaro face, because I think that will do him the world of good if he really did turn face. I think that will really give him because he really needs to. I don't know if the WWE know what they're doing with Cesaro. Well, yeah, like I said, I thought this was a great crowd opener. Dean Ambrose wins with a DDT. Also in between the match, you see Dean Ambrose. Basically, no, not Dean Ambrose. You see Bray Wyatt watching the match, and after he's watched the match and Dean Ambrose wins the match, he basically just disappears. So yeah, that was it really. Then we get to a segment. Steph tells Triple H that they need a strong Survivor Steph tells Triple H they need a strong Survivor Steph tells Triple H that they need a strong Survivor Series team. Then Triple H calls Randy Orton, but Stephanie says, "Hey, wait a minute, Randy Orton RKO'd Seth last week. He's got a real good idea." Then Randy Orton says, "Well, your dad says that we need to have a strong team." So there's a bit of back and forth between Stephanie there and Triple H. I thought that was alright. So then we get to the second match tonight, which was Jimmy Uso versus The Miz, and this was a funny part of Raw I liked. You had Damien Sandow selling every single move The Miz did. If he was selling a move that Jimmy Uso hit him with, what Jimmy Uso hit The Miz with, Sandow would sell. Or if it was a move that The Miz was doing, Sandow would sell. And I thought that was awesome, man. Like, also he did a bit of commentary later on in that. I'll tell you a bit about that later. But Sandow was the MVP of this last episode of Raw. In my opinion, his acting is brilliant. He got another great "We Want Sandow" chant, and also he's getting really over. He's getting. I mean, the Miz ain't getting over in my opinion, but Sandow is getting the Miz over, if you know what I mean. But like I said, Sandow selling tonight was on the last episode of Raw was brilliant. I thought it was really well delivered and very good. Then we get Miz wins with a skull-crushing finale. Then we get the third match tonight is Tyson Kidd versus Sheamus. The announcers announced after Raw. Well, after Raw, this has already happened. It was going to be Rusev versus Sheamus for the US title, and Rusev did win. So yeah, they announced that for the network. Then Jimmy Uso, and then Tyson Kidd and Sheamus have a decent match. Tyson Kidd wins with a counter because Tyson puts Natalia in front of Sheamus, so he cannot touch Tyson and stuff. After the match, Tyson Kidd gets broken by Sheamus. Then we get to a segment. Stephanie says that. What did she say? Oh yeah. Then we get to a segment. Stephanie says that at Survivor Series. Oh yeah. Stephanie says that Survivor Series the authority. Well, I don't know what I said there. Anyway, well, I think she said that the authority are going to win. Then Rollins says that. Oh yeah. Then she says that on Team Authority is going to be Rollins is the team captain with Orton, Kane, and we don't know who the other guy is, but they're the three who was announced. Then Triple H tells Dolph that if you want to join Team Cena, every time that you've had a push in the main event scene, John Cena's buried you or shoveled you down and stuff. Then Triple H tells Dolph if you join the Authority, you're going to get what you want, you're going to get a main event push, you're going to get this and that. Then Dolph considers, and then Dolph says no, I want the Authority gone. And that's kind of disappointing. I think if Dolph does join Team Cena, I think he's probably going to get another shovel again by John Cena. But basically, you know, if Dolph did join the Authority, I think that'd be pretty cool though. But like I said, I think WWE giving Dolph a push, you know, for all of us Dolph Ziggler fans, that would be awesome. But we know that the WWE don't want to give Dolph a big push, so come on. Anyway, moving on, we get to the fourth match tonight. It's going to be for the SD title. It's Rollins versus Dolph. The match doesn't really start because Randy Orton RKO Seth Rollins. Then Dolph wins by DQ and takes his title. After the match, and then we get to a segment. Randy Orton says that he wants a match with Seth Rollins tonight. Then Stephanie says, "Wait a minute, when you and Seth are not going to face off tonight because you guys need to work out your differences." So basically Triple H says, wait a minute, I want you and Seth on the same team, but you guys are going to work out your differences tonight. So it's going to be Orton versus Rollins as the main event. Then we get to the fifth match tonight. Is Ryback versus Tyson O'Neil. Ryback wins. He hits the shell shot for the win. It was a alright match. Then we get to a segment. Renee interviews the Big Show. Big Show talks about his friendship with Mark Henry. I don't really care about the Mark Henry Big Show feud, so I'm not going to talk about it much in videos. Then we get to the sixth match tonight. Is Big Show versus Mark Henry. Mark Henry wins by DQ because Mark Henry did hit Big Show with the stats and hit him with a World's Strongest Slam. I thought it was impressive, but you know, Big Show wins by DQ. I think it's probably going to be Big Show versus Mark Henry Survivor Series. I don't really care for this feud too much, so I'm going to just move on anyway. Then we get to a segment. Renee interviews the Bellas. Nikki says a couple of things, saying that she's going to become the new Divas Champion. Because apparently on SmackDown, I watched SmackDown. I haven't watched SmackDown in a few weeks, but apparently Nikki Bella on this last episode of SmackDown won a Divas Battle Royal, whatever, and she's going to probably face it. She's going to face AJ at Survivor Series, so that was another match announced. Then we get to the seventh match tonight. Is Emma versus Nikki with AJ on commentary. Nikki wins with a torture rack, don't care. Bray tries to slap AJ, but AJ attacks Bray. Then the eighth match tonight, which was Ryder versus Rusev. It was nice to see Zack Ryder get a bit of TV time. Rusev wins with the accolade. And after the match, Stephanie confronts Lana and Rusev, and Stephanie says, "Do you want to join the Team Authority?" Then Lana says, "Oh, I'll consider it." Then that was it, I think. Then the ninth match tonight was Stardust versus one of the Lost Matadores, with Damien Miz with Sandow and Miz on commentary. Now this is the other funny bit I was going to tell you about with Sandow. So Sandow and Miz are on commentary. Miz and I think, was it Jerry Lawler or was it JBL? Or maybe it was Michael Cole. It was one of those three. And basically Miz and, I think it was one of those, yes, Michael Cole. So Miz and Michael Cole went back and forth. And every time Miz and Michael Cole go back and forth on commentary, you've got Sandow, and I'm just laughing at Sandow, just miming everything the Miz says. I thought that was so funny, but the match, in my opinion, was boring. I didn't care about the match. And can also look at Survivor Series. We're going to have a fatal four between Dust Brothers, Los Matadores, the Usos and Damien Miz down, because you know that's what I think that's what I think they should do with this. And after that, put the titles on Miz down, and you know, make everybody happy, because you know Damien Sandow, like I said, is the MVP of Monday Night Raw. He was just awesome. I enjoyed that. Like, you know what? Damien Sandow makes me like The Miz a bit more, because in my opinion, Damien Sandow makes The Miz a better star, you know, than he is, you know, in my opinion. But anyway, the test match tonight, which was Orton versus Rollins, that was the main event, with Triple H and the whole authority at ringside. It was a decent to good match, a very fast-paced match. Randy Orton does a DDT off the ropes. Seth Rollins hits him with a high knee. Then at the end of the match, Randy Orton's trying to go for the RKO. Then Rollins goes for the rope, gets the win. After the match, Randy Orton shakes all the authorities' hands, with, including Triple H's hand and Stephanie's. Then he gets pissed off at Seth Rollins, and then he RKOs Seth Rollins. He throws out Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury and Kane outside. Then he's beating up Seth Rollins outside, and then he's vapor punting Seth Rollins. Then Triple H says, "Wait a minute, we don't want one of our captains to get punted in the head." So Triple H tries to break it, tries to calm down Randy Orton, but Randy Orton punches Triple H in the face. The crowd go mad. Then the crowd, you know, erupted. Well, they didn't erupt, but they made some good noises. You know, they made a good reaction for that. I mean, and then after that, you know, the authority beat up Randy Orton, Kane, Rollins, Triple H. They beat up Randy Orton. Rollins hits a curb stomp on Randy Orton, and I want to mention this part because Randy Orton. Oh yeah, Randy Orton is on the steps. Then you have Seth Rollins on the announce table. Kane's here behind Randy Orton. He's trying to move over there out of the camera shot over there. He falls over Randy Orton's legs, trips over. If you haven't seen it, check it out at the end of Raw if you've still got it on DVR. But it was very funny. I really like that part. And after that, you know, Rollins curse stomps Orton, and that's how we ended Raw. Like I said, I thought this last was so that guys was my WWE Raw review for the 3rd of 2014. Hope you guys like this video, and what do you guys think of this last was Raw? Leave your thoughts on Raw in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. Brag out. Damien Sandow is the MVP of Monday Night Raw. Brag out, brother.